Hello, gamers. Welcome to another Game of the Year potential game gauntlet and text dodge. All of the games here, except for Nour, which I got a code for. All of the rest of them are ones that I paid my real human money for. And so in order to write them off on my taxes, I'm going to have to place them on stream. So that's what we're doing here today. That's it. It's very much like we have done in the past. I've got Slay the Princess. I keep wanting to call it Slay the Spire. I think it's because of the Cobalt Core stream yesterday where I said Slay the Spire about 100 times. We're going to be playing 4 games, roughly about 30 minutes each, but depends on how engaging the game is. Slay the Princess is one I've heard incredible things about. Because it's by the same people who did Scarlet Hollow. It is a horror game, so heads up on that. I've heard it's quite good. Expire the Princess, I like that, Liz. So, you played the demo, a really early demo for this one was quite lost. Well, we'll see. So I've got this, I've got Stray Gods, which if you don't remember was that musical game that I wanted to do the demo of, but the demo expired before I got a chance to. I've got Chants of Sennaar, which was a language game, and Nour, which I played on stream and which I just love. I'm obsessed with it. So we've got all of those. I also have, I think that's everything I have. Oh, I've got mail time for the Switch, but I did not set up my Switch stuff. So it's not Headbanger Thursday. I uninstalled Headbanger because after hearing that Jacob and Julia had no issues with it, I couldn't with it anymore. I said, you are no longer welcome on my computer and in my household, so I uninstalled it. No, I have dignity. I have self-respect. I'm not going to keep crawling back to Headbangers, desperate for its approval, desperate for it to give me the first place that I know and you know I rightfully earned. I'm better than that. Let's play this game. I'm going to kill a princess. Okay. I like that my little hand's a little claw. I miss y'all remember when websites
in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Y'all remember when when websites had code that would change to your mouse, what your mouse looked like? I loved that. That's the sort of thing I think about when I think about how boring the internet has become.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm gonna kill her. Ooh, okay. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess kind of seems bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. God, there's so many options. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? Okay, well, let's just start from the top. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Hey, Mechtel.
Everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
It's fine by me, actually.
Have to put an end to her.
Okay. Oh yeah, thank you for the partner-versary. Congrats. I think it's been 2 years. I think I've been a partner 2 years, if I remember correctly, because I started streaming more in earnest during lockdown. And I think it's been 2 years. It couldn't be 1 year, because 1 year ago around this time I was moving, and there was no way I was doing partner stuff and moving. Okay. Madame Guillotine thirsts for this princess. How can a princess locked away in the basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Good question.
Made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Good question. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, Let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I'm just supposed to take your word for
Before you
it?
decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Feel like it's probably a good thing to ask questions before just murdering someone. I know I'm a gamer.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a...
Well, I don't want to slay a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress
Slaying
either.
a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
You don't think princesses do? Alright. Look, I'll go to the... Well, let me see, okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then... Well, no, I feel like I should keep exploring. I feel like all the explore options are here because we gotta just plow through them. Can't someone else do
Oh,
this?
if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Can't someone else do this?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
That's fucking right.
Like I said, I don't...
Unbeatable. Let's meet chat.
No matter how much I wish I did.
Hey.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
That is patently untrue. Have you met Baptists?
I mean, maybe some people do, like
okay.
nihilists or very, very evil people, but
Nihilists don't
surely
want
not
the
one of
world to
those,
end.
right?
I am one of those. I am one of those two options. But I don't want the world to end. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
You'll have to slay her before you get it.
I do want rewards. Man, I recently had a hilarious revelation about the extent to which how much of my close family are low-key preppers, but like they're like liberal preppers. Where it's like, I don't know, everything could come tumbling down. So I was just talking because my sister forages and my brother hunts meat. And because we had dinner because my sister's in town. And my mom was like, well, you forage and you hunt. And I was like, and I'm on the internet, which I thought was really funny. Nobody else thought was really funny. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Yeah, and I'm entertainment. I've got some soft skills that I think will be useful in the apocalypse. Yeah, it was funny. Never before has it become so evident to me, because my next oldest sibling is 7 years older than me, and that it turns out is a really important 7-year difference, because it's the 7 years between growing up with the internet and not growing up with the internet, and it's like, oh, that actually is like makes us just fundamentally different people, and the way that we engage with the world just fundamentally different. All right, look, I'm gonna talk to her
Have to
first.
see what happens, but a word of warning: if you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
That's
The
true.
more you
I'm
listen
easily
to her
trapped in
honeyed
lies,
words, the harder
lie
it will be
webs.
to pull yourself out.
And I love honeyed words.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
No,
make your way up
I am
short
the
path to the
youngest.
cabin. You'll find
I
the
use air
princess.
quotes because I technically have 3 siblings that I'm not very close to, which is why this has probably never come up on stream. I have 3 siblings, 2 older half-brothers and an older sister. My older sister is 7 years older than me. And the 2 half-brothers, I mean, one of them is in his 50s. So he's quite a lot older than me. And one of them has disowned the family, so I don't ever see him anymore. I don't often see either of them. So this is the once every 2 years dinner that we have. Although it's probably been way longer than that than I've seen all of them.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
7 years is such an insane gap. Growing up, I felt that growing up, and just the older I get, the more I'm like, 7 years is... We're strangers to each other. I just don't know who you are. 11 and 9 years younger than your siblings. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, my oldest half-brother was a very young... my mom had him when she was very young, and she had me when she was relatively old for, like, bearing children. So the gap between us is just, like, insurmountable. He's fine, though. Okay. 11-year difference. That is remarkable.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
I don't know. I see a knife.
It's
It's all I need, decoration-wise.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
12 minutes apart. Whew. Other end of the spectrum. I'm gonna grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, look, the little hand changed. Now it's got a dagger in it. 12 years older than you. Goodness.
Open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
We may or may not be slaying a princess in here.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hey,
She sounds dangerous.
you a princess?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
Oh,
Good
shit.
luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hi.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I don't know, the
Focus
narrator
on the
said
task
so.
at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, I got this knife. Got this knife. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Yeah, the fact that she only has one wrist manacled is somehow more ominous than if she had both.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Is
after
the
we
voice of the
talk
hero
through
and the voice of the
Maybe she
narrator
really
the
is a
same?
monster. Killing someone
person?
in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands.
Are they different? Are they
Tighten your
supposed to
grip on the
sound
blade.
different? Because they... It sounds the same to me, and it's catching me up because I keep thinking... I just need to... I'll keep an eye on the lower third.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you
Same
steal
actor,
your
different
resolve.
characters. Then follow-up question, are they supposed to sound distinct, or is it something, is there like a commentary about the fact that they both sound the same?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Alright. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? Are you sure she's
I'm
not
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
armed? I don't know. The narrator told me to slay you.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Alright, well then I'm gonna kill you. I guess I can just do it whenever, huh?
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Are you talking about yourself? Alright, I'm doing it. I think we're gonna kill her. I think we're just gonna do it. Because I know this will reset, and then we'll just try it again. Hey, gold stars. How are we feeling the consequences of our actions today? As the same that I ever do, which is to say not.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
I do like that there's an option that just says die.
Press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's
Oh,
heart.
this is my arm, huh? So I've got I'm like a bird person.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding
This
out.
is so romantic.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like
I don't really
she's
know what's
convinced
happening.
She can't die.
Yeah.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I did it. I beat the game. I killed her. Chat, are you proud of me? Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No.
Is that how that's pronounced?
This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
The narrator's a fucking liar.
Crock of shit.
Ooh.
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Okay, this is me. I'm the voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
This is more than deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Oop. Why should I listen to? Why should I bother doing
Those are
anything?
two very different questions, but fine. I'll
Answer
indulge
them
you if
both.
That's what it takes to get you moving.
It is.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Yeah.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I actually did listen to you,
You did
though.
exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable.
I'm really more
for
into
what
erotic
supposedly
nightmares,
happened.
but that's fine.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to
Rude.
me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Interesting.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice.
Yeah, she
As
can.
long as we're careful.
She's gonna, like, eat our head
That's the
with
spirit.
her big,
Just
sharp
keep that
teeth.
stiff upper lip. You'll save the world in no time at all. Just be quick about it.
Can I romance her? We killed each other last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
If she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Alright, we won't talk to her
Don't
this
get
time.
stabbed while you're at it.
Check.
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah, the only a princess is a... I don't know what that means even. People locked her away. Why can't they slay her? I'm so sleepy.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Because I'm a bird folk?
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a
Bird.
prophecy, if that helps.
Ah,
I didn't know we were special.
bird person.
Of course you're special.
That's me.
Why else would you be here?
I'm a
If
gamer.
anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
You're being cagey. And as a bird folk, I don't like
I told you
caginess.
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last
Maybe
time.
we become a dragon. Or maybe we are a dragon. We just have feathers. Because dragons, you think about it, they're just dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are just birds, so...
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath
Like
for you to save it
dinosaurs,
from ruin.
exactly. You think he's a Talon, Tall Tales? I like that. Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
What?
She will cheat.
I'm not going
She
to talk
will
to her
do
this time. I'm just
everything
going to
in
stab her.
Power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she
Hobbs.
says.
You couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just
Yeah.
stay focused and you'll be fine.
Stabitha Christie over here. That's me. All right. Great, Susan. Thank you for the gift sub for Drazia.
The interior of the cabin is a
Uh-oh.
jagged mess of warped wood.
It
and
got
broken
fucked up in
boards,
here.
Their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass.
The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched
It got
on its
way
edge.
fucked up in here, y'all.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
He didn't say anything about the mirror in the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a
Okay.
table, the blade
Interesting.
sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Interesting.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Oh, wait, no. Let's just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
But am I hot, though?
This really isn't funny.
I said I wasn't going to talk to her. I can still do stuff in here.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm just spelling out Bill in the dust so I can wipe it away
It was there a
dramatically
second ago.
before Hanzo gets me his sword.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Alright. This is a whole different cabin than last time, my
Very
dude.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope
A Laughing
this
Crow,
means you'll
it's
finally drop
apparently
that
the
ridiculous
person who did
past
Magnus
life
Archives.
nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
If I wanted to get into Magnus Archives, how many episodes do you think it would take for me to get, like, hooked? Because I tried listening to a few episodes and it didn't really take.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Alright.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay
Captain
the princess
Chaos,
and
I'm pretty
save the
excited
world
about
with a
it. We're
weapon.
not going to play it for too long because we're doing a gauntlet, but
It's a bit better to have a weapon in our hands.
it gets so good. Number 11 was your favorite? Okay. Alright. The meta plot doesn't really kick in until episode 20. Okay. Alright, we're just going to go in. I'm not going to talk to her. I'm just going to stab her. I'm just going to stab her. We're not going to chat. Ah, it's really fucked up in here though, huh?
The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
I mean, I'm interested. I do want to play. This is one of the games that I'm probably going to play all of. That's why I bought
The
it.
smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
Oh, she's trying to
Princess lives
scrape
here,
the bars
saying
away.
I'll probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
All right, I'm out.
Her
I'm out.
grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Mechtel, that certainly
There is
helps.
something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
That's right, I am.
What are you waiting for?
Game,
You
stop
are
making me
gonna
talk
rescue
to
me,
her.
right?
Wow, look at all of these options. This is tricky because I said I wasn't going to talk to her, but then there's so many options to talk to her. I know I had a plan. You're right. No, you're right. I had a plan. I mean, she's going to stab me again. She's going to stab me again.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
I'm wondering if it's different princesses every time, and so one of them was evil, but this one's going to be nice, and then I am going to kill her.
Yet, and her hands are still behind her back.
I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers.
Whose meat?
First.
Whose? Oh,
Then
man.
yours.
Oh, man. Is there somebody else here to kill her?
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Oh, man.
And then the red
Whoa!
slit along the flesh of
Wow,
her thigh,
whoever
where
said
the
she was
blade
legged
nestled just a moment ago.
in chat, you were
It
super
still lodged
accurate.
in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
That is bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful
Oh,
squelch,
I didn't even get to kill her this
Ghost steps
time.
behind. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Should I let her seduce me? Is that what I should do this time, maybe?
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
Fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is... I feel dizzy.
I accidentally clicked.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
It's never too late for seduction, Twisted
Circle's
Fool.
getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good.
Alright, voice of the hunted. Wow, we got a lot of voices
Without a
now.
fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes, and an entire world is damned to destruction.
But I feel like we're universe hopping, not time looping.
Right, that's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade.
I mean, free
before anyone
knife,
finished
you
telling
know?
it was there. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will eventually. Hell, we might.
I mean, we did successfully kill her, so like...
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Ain't no door
Isn't
here,
the
my
door,
dude.
It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Nah, free mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Just I have it,
It
no.
was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
They're so funny. Okay.
Step forward, but
Ooh.
you don't get a chance to linger on
That was
the
a
basement
slide.
stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly
Yup.
sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She
Hey.
gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin.
Probably 2. Well, I guess only the one. We did kill her the first
The
time.
past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal big
Oh,
one is
God.
captured by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the
Maybe I
princess's
don't want to
arms run
romance her.
thin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. Chain batters the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Chat. I don't want to fuck the knife lady. I don't know what to tell you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
We're gonna fight her again, and we're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're gonna appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're gonna unconditionally surrender. She'll definitely kill me. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms. We don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. By killing ourselves? No, she doesn't win by killing us. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. I mean, I know, chat, I know you want me to flirt. Am I gonna flirt? I do want to know what happens. I mean, she's just gonna kill me if I flirt. Listen, chat. Chat, she's gonna kill me if I flirt. Okay, chat, what happens when I flirt and then she kills me? Yeah. You're all horny maniacs. All right, I'll flirt with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit. This is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
What if she's into
I'd
it?
rather not. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
Oh, now that's too Yuri. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you romantically even. Give her the look? I don't trust the look on account of too much Disco Elysium. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Yeah, I'm gonna give her the look. It's been too long since y'all played Disco Elysium. You have forgotten. You've forgotten. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'll give her the look.
The look.
Yeah, you know.
You used it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Yeah, come
The
on.
look, eh?
Yeah.
So we're getting serious about this.
Oh, we
Flash the
started
princess.
serious about it.
The look.
And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheek. She makes a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't
No,
it?
she's gonna kill us.
Still going to kill you. But
Yeah.
now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Oh, okay. That's what you wanted, right, chat?
Or not.
Oh, I like her. I like her a lot.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks.
The floppy arms.
Princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
She skewers you.
And that's Yuri.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit?
Voice of the smitten. Okay, great.
Princess. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
You're
Yeah?
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be.
Aw.
Dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
3 or
No
4?
wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But
She's
I
some
guess
sort
we
of
don't have time to
robot?
talk about things
Robot
before the
princess?
advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices.
That doesn't seem
chattering
likely.
about in here. It'll just confuse us.
Again, the Disco Elysium of it all suggests that that's not beneficial.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving, we'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay. I was hoping we would get to an end of a run so that we could move to the next game. Let's see. Oh, these are the other options. All of these ideas suck. Let's think of something better. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think.
She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
All right.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Mutually assured destruction. All right, we'll save here.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're...
All right, and we're going to move on to the next game. But this is interesting. I do want to play more of it. I don't know if I'll play more of it on stream. This is the tricky part also, is that because I'm doing a gauntlet, there's about 1 billion games I want to play more of. And whether or not I play more of them on stream becomes a big question mark. You're shocked the flirting didn't work? How? How are you shocked at that? All right, so the other options are, we've got Stray Gods, which is the musical game. Yeah, not everyone is like that. It's usually quick or true. But there's also... visual novels are hard to play on stream. Because they're usually not voiced, and that makes it a lot harder for me. But this one was voiced, but that also means there's just a lot of me sitting and listening quietly, which isn't the worst thing, but... so that's what Stray Gods is. Chants of Sennaar is the linguist puzzle game. And Nour is the weird food simulator. Gold Star is demonstrating the title of one of them by yelling chants a bunch. All right. Old Stinker putting in a lot of points for Stray Gods. Okay. Let's see. Get that up and running. Okay. What kind of content warnings we got? Alright. Okay. Well, no, that's not what I wanted you to do. Okay, there we go. From our team all across the world, enjoy the show. This game was made on Oh, I see. This is a land acknowledgement. Okay. This was Australian Game of the Year. Interesting.
Four hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Maybe we should try
Hey,
that.
we should consider that. We could be the naked band. Coming soon to a really private auditorium near you.
You know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
You're always looking out for me, Freddie.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, don't worry about that, really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze.
Hello.
I am drifting.
This is another one of those things where it's like I want to just be quiet and listen and enjoy the music, but it does mean I'm just sitting on camera not doing anything.
Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or...?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You really want to join our band? You sure you got the right audition?
I'd give anything to join you, Grace.
All right. Well...
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about to with no sails, not a you still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again.
Thank you, Pavel, the Barbarian Bard.
There is no inertia in the ocean.
Ooh, okay. Charming. This is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing, but everyone likes her more for it. And everyone likes her more for it. In your face, this Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. Let's do punk rock vibe.
Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. Can I belong to the sea?
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right.
I mean, this lady gotta
I
be
also
amused, right?
know what it feels
She's
like
gotta be amused, right?
to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn.
Because this has big Wictive.
That's
We're
why I
getting
had
the
to come
divine
inside.
vibes. Oh, I don't have the witty smart option. I know Calliope is a muse, but is this Calliope a muse? I know that the chat. Okay.
It's really weird. I feel like... Have we met before?
I don't think so, but artists often find me familiar.
Okay,
What
yeah,
does
so
that
she is
mean?
the Calliope.
It means
the
I've
muse.
traveled in many circles. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
Punk rock, so I'm going to joke about it.
You sound like my guidance
Deflection.
counselor.
Then I should apologize.
No, it's fine. There's just only so many times someone can ask what's wrong with you before you start to think there's really something wrong with you. But what does she know? If only she could see me now, right?
Wait, your literal guidance counselor? Is that who you're talking about? Do you have a guidance counselor?
I think she'd see what I see. I should go.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be.
Please join
that
my
is.
band.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Join my band.
Right. See you then.
Join my band. I've become ghosts. Okay. Does stream hiccup again? Or is Mechtel hiccuping? Ha. Twitch having issues.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
Has she been stabbed? Oh my god, really?
I'm so sorry, Grace.
How did you find my house? No, I'll get help.
Oh god, you're hurt. I'll get help.
No, you have to wait.
Is she gonna make me a muse?
You can't go.
Is this how muse happens?
I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
You gonna make me a muse,
What
lady?
do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please? Please, come on.
I become muse.
What is that?
Punk rock muse. Yeah. Muse, 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 muse. 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 Yeah, who's out here knifing muses? This is a good question. Is it this motherfucker? I'll stab him. Stabbed a princess, I'll stab this guy.
I can wait. Take your time.
Who...
Knock.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Did you do this to her? Did you hurt Calliope? If you did...
Hurt Cal? No, I wouldn't ever. Like, ever. She's the best.
She dead.
She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the chorus is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
As a punk rocker, I demand that you explain this.
You are gonna tell me what's going on right now.
Whoa.
Who are you?
Can't
How
believe
did you
Hermes
get
is
here?
a hype
What is
beast.
happening?
All right. Jeez. Let me go. Okay, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
I ate it.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Cookies. God, I would love a cookie right now. Maybe I'll make
Where
cookies
are we?
after this.
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch.
Yeah, it is
anything.
aggressively
Okay.
wicktive.
Wait, come back! Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
Eat a cookie. Grace, eat a cookie. Oh. Yeah, I'm an idol now. Punk rock idol. That's me. Yeah, take the cookie. The owl's not gonna narc on you. Take a cookie. A real punk rocker would have eaten the cookie. I'm just saying. Hey, what's up? Chocolate chip cookies are not from the Greek gods' realms. I don't know who told you that. Those are one of the most earthly food
Our beloved
items.
sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you. Our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
What's the
Someone
deal?
died in my arms. Where is this? How did I get here? Who are you people?
Oh, so many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone,
Hey, what's
once
up?
queen of the underworld.
Can't get your digits. What's
Together,
up? Oh.
we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi. We move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television! I do what I must.
You gonna threaten me? Yeah, you said I'm a god now, so what's the deal
Wait,
with that?
you said... And
I have
Hermes
powers?
said that I'm a god now, too. And an idol.
That is true.
That...
Tell me about my
that
power.
thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it
Power.
an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Like hell I do.
Die? You don't have that right. What, you think I'm just gonna stand here and...
Grace, please stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Who do you think you are, threatening me like that?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
Oh, I mean, hey, if you needed a good reason to not eat a cookie.
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
We should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other
I think she
option
killed
do
her.
we have?
I think she killed
Let a
Athena
usurper
arranged Calliope
remain
to be
an
killed.
idol?
Justice has
I
to
don't
be
know
done.
why, but that's
for
the vibe, right?
Calliope's sake.
But... this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know.
us.
I didn't do it.
Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know...
We aren't seriously considering this.
Think so.
Very well. This
Sal's on my
one
side
time.
too. So
I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
how do I do
Wait,
that?
I'm gonna get some help with
singing?
this, right? Some direction?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide
the
proof of your
muse.
innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
How do I find the killer?
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Yeah, my guess is that Athena
Well, that's for
arranged
you
for
to
Calliope to be
figure
killed.
out.
She was really excited to,
How did I
to
know you were
destroy
gonna say that?
Calliope's line.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you
Pangadillo, I'm
must
with
to
you.
find the true killer.
I'm with you. I feel
If
that same way,
they
but
exist.
with you're suddenly
Oh,
a
that's
god
all?
now, and we have to explain to you how the
Welcome, dear
magic
sister.
rules work.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
See, the cookies were for everyone. Can I wash my hands first? Were the cookies a trap? Okay. I didn't even get to eat a cookie? Hey, God, is there still a body on my floor?
Grace?
Or...
Grace.
Was there a body here?
Hi.
Freddy.
Hi. Hi. You're kidding, right? When we came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you.
You're freaking out. It's fine.
Wait,
I'm a punk rocker,
did something
so
happen to
nothing
you?
about this is that all that out of the ordinary. You didn't find a body?
When you went home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything?
A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah. A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was...
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone?
Freddie, you're just gonna...
I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you can say it's none of your business, Freddie.
Freddie, you're just gonna, ignore me saying... I assume she ignores me saying I'm a god now, too.
Freddie? You might not want to turn around.
Why? Did your hookup return? Did they bring flowers? Are they preparing to serenade you?
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
So rude. It's so rude to ask that.
So, a lot's happened since I saw you last, Freddie. Like, a lot.
If I was out in the world and I saw someone with horns,
don't say.
I would assume they were
To
wearing
answer
fake
your question,
horns.
my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns.
I'd be more interested in the ears.
It's crazy, right? As for who I am,
I like this
I've
dude's
been
suit.
known most often as Pan. So you call me that.
It's
if you
just a
must call me
cosplayer.
anything.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
Yeah, exactly. See, Freddie
The
got
days
there.
of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer
Look,
our
he
newest
got
idol
goat
a helping
eyes.
hand.
He got goat eyes,
Or
chat.
perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
That's my favorite. Who does that? That's my favorite 80s ballad. He's got goat eyes. That it doesn't scan with he's got Betty Davis eyes, unfortunately. I was trying so hard to get that to work.
Did Athena send you? She didn't say anything. I kind of assumed.
That you're on your own? Yes, you'd think she'd do a better job of explaining the rules, wouldn't you?
Yeah, this game is definitely
no,
following
I'm
the
here of my
Hades
own
theory
volition.
of all the Greek
Purely out
gods
of
are
the
hot
kindness of
and
my immortal
fuckable.
heart.
Gen Z has had
Immortal?
a greater
Wait,
impact
who's immortal?
on
I'm sorry, I'm lost
video
here.
games than almost any other modern artist. I'm gonna throw that out there.
So we can just talk about this. In front of Freddie.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what?
Freddie.
Grace, tell me.
Yeah, Gen Z, yeah.
The prohibition is
Gen Z.
against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm going to regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddie. Have a seat. Let's
Long
talk.
time, thank you for the resubscribe.
Huh.
That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
See, just my least favorite in any kind of story like this is them arguing over whether something is real or not. Or like I hate this part in this kind of story.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important
do it,
thing
yeah.
is that I am here.
Don't do it on screen.
support
Ask
my
the
best friend.
questions off screen, and then we can sort of just to actually play the thing.
I'm really sorry to drag you into all this.
What? Are you kidding? I would
Pims
be
and haws,
majorly pissed
even if
you
it were part of
hadn't.
an outfit.
Really?
Grace,
I would absolutely wear a
mythology
hat
is
and
my
this long
jam.
inside if it were
anyone's
like,
gonna get turned into stone, it should be me.
if it were part of a
Well,
thing.
let's go find that killer. Okay.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady.
I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
So you're here purely for my sake then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
But you're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't
He's
sound
got
too
a lot
charitable
of
to me.
things.
Yes.
Know, the gods are gods a lot
the
of
old
things.
tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
You saying you aren't horny?
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
Yeah, see, I think Athena's trying to get rid of the muses. Or somebody on the chorus is trying to get rid of the muses.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
You don't have to reiterate this.
I
We literally
guess.
just did this in the
that
game.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of
That
understanding.
would be great, Pan, actually, if you could.
Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Powerful.
Freaked Freddy out.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
Pan, I
no,
want to
it's okay,
trust
Freddy.
you, but this is some
This is
really
all
sinister
me.
music.
What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad?
Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't
Lost
follow.
little girl.
Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous, what do you think? Freddy, this map is uncharted. Let's hear him out. I know how you feel. Me, I'm just getting started. I wish you could feel this, it's kind of unreal. Grace, have you gone delirious? Stranger danger could not be more serious. You've been hurt before by mysterious men. I won't let you get hurt again. Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I'm so glad I found you. Wolves all around you.
Yeah, Chad, I'm kind of with you. I'm probably gonna play more of this on my own, but I don't know if I'll stream it.
What do I do then?
Whatever you wish.
The word musical implies
Grace,
things.
I'm frightened.
It's time
okay,
to solo.
I got this.
the word musical implies a certain kind of structure, which I would argue this isn't. I would argue
I never knew I had that in me.
it reminds me a little bit of the Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Y'all are familiar with that, where it's like talk singing a lot of it.
The showing of the door part.
My body's shivering, blood is thickening, skin is shimmering. You guys are bickering.
The concept is good. I'm not sold on the music. I'm not sold on the lyrics. It's just like a musical would never open with a ballad like this one did.
Lost girl, Grace is not a lost girl.
'Cause I found her and the news is away.
What does that mean, Freddie? Only he knows.
I've had enough now. She irritates me somehow.
Don't go. Well, maybe I should. Are you both making me choose? Guys, this is
it almost feels like calling it a musical is doing it a disservice.
We've no time to lose.
I'm sorry, Freddie. If you're forcing me to choose, well, I guess I've got to go with Pan.
You're kidding me. Can't you see what he is, Grace?
He's
I need
literally
him,
my
Freddie.
only link
He
to
can
my
help
new
me.
fucking
As opposed to
superpowers.
me,
So
who's
this is
of
not
no
an
help
equal
whatsoever.
choice.
That, my dear, is the power of a muse. To draw out the truth from within.
Yeah.
trust
Malum,
you
that's a
can
good
see
way of
how that
describing
might
it.
be
Musical as an
useful in
adjective,
your
not a noun. Because this is not a musical game. It's a game with music. And like that's kind of a really important distinction to make.
You mean no one has a choice but to sing along?
We all have a song in our hearts, Grace. You can make us sing, but the song will always be ours. A muse does not command. She evokes, she elicits, she inspires.
You find this helpful, Grace? He oozes. Ugh.
Grace is not wrong, dear lady. I am the most benevolent of benefactors. For all your powers,
Music
you still
with
need
game
a place
mechanic,
to begin
yeah.
your search.
I mean, it's a visual novel, and visual
I can
novels are
provide.
kind of inevitably going to have
An address.
a
In the city,
flow of
where
activity
Calliope was staying, I do believe.
versus like the interaction. I know is not going to be as consistent, and I'm generally fine with that. Although I think the balance in this, especially since this is the early part of the game, like I think you sort of want there to be a decent amount of activity early in a visual novel so that you kind of engage.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense. Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Well, I guess that'll help you. It's weird to think of a god with a home address.
You're not coming along?
Here's a controversial statement. I went and saw Hades Town. Because I know people are losing their minds about Hades Town.
No?
I went and saw it not last year, the year before. And it was sort of the same thing where it was like, I can see why people love this, but it doesn't do a lot for me.
No worries, I got this.
Oh?
Whatever my magical song powers can't handle, I'm sure a boot to the head will.
I see.
I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay.
Yeah, the performance part of Hades Town was super engaging.
So glad that's settled. I'll
like
let you get
visually,
to
it was
it.
really
I've
great.
drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Like the performances were really good, but like I didn't think the structure of it held together. I didn't think there were any super compelling songs. It is just so heterosexual. Yeah, it's fair. All right, I think we're good to move to the next one. This has some stuff in it that I really like, so I am gonna dip back into it. But the music isn't hitting as much as I would have hoped or loved. Let's do Chants of Sennaar next. So as a warning, I'm in the like 3rd act of this game already. So if you don't want any spoilers, I don't really know how you spoil this, because if you memorize all of the words that I'm using, maybe, but. I don't know, I think it's just like, I'm at this point where I'm like, I mean, obviously we're going through a huge revitalization of Greek, like ancient Greek lore. It was inevitable considering how much people our age engaged with that when we were young. But it's sort of like, I'm at this point where I'm like, if you're going to do something, I almost feel... Maybe this is a trap I'm falling into as well. Is like, I feel about it the way that people seem to feel about Shakespeare, which is they don't want to just put on a Shakespeare play. They want to put on a Shakespeare play, but it's the Wild West, or it's Hamlet, but you know, it's set in an underwater submarine or something like that. That's kind of how I feel like. That's what I feel like we're at with ancient Greek mythology, where it's like it can't be what it is anymore. It has to have like another layer on it, because like the ancient Greek mythology has just gotten so diffuse. And so I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I think, hey, if I had seen Hades Town when I was like growing up and first exposed to ancient Greek mythology, I would have lost my fucking mind about it. I think it would be a huge part of like my media influence. But like, it feels like now it's like, well, what, I don't know, what else? Was I ever into fan fiction, Sexalia Derulo? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. The fanfic AUs, yeah. I mean, when I was still consuming fanfic, AUs were not a particularly bold trope. Like that, they were basically non-existent, really, when I was still deep into fanfic. That's been a while. That's really good. And one of my favorite Onion headlines ever is "Bold paradigm-breaking director set Shakespearean play in the time and place Shakespeare intended." I don't know. It's like I've talked about this before in my time loop video, where it's like, I think setting something in a different, like bringing a different layer to it can be beneficial. Can be beneficial to explore the themes or concepts of the original, but that's usually not why it's done. To be fair, Stray Gods was being developed around the same time as Hades. Yeah, I'm curious what the overlap. I mean, Hades probably also very highly inspired by Wictive, right? Madsley says, so theming a show is something they teach you to do in drama school for things like Shakespeare, although it's something that professors warn you to be careful about because it should add something to it. The example one of my professors gave is, don't do Hamlet in space, there's no reason, which I disagree with, but whatever. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I think you can obviously you can do Hamlet in space, but like, why? Like, what is the intentionality behind it, right? Because you can just like, you know, stick a dartboard and, you know, pick out a date and time. You can pick out a theme, but like, if you're not making a choice as a creator, as a director for that, then what is the purpose, right? Okay, I'm remembering where I left this game off, which was in the Lost Woods, a Lost Woods section of this game. So if you're not familiar with this game, this is a game where you are given basically... Oh, you can't see the game. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize. I don't know if you can see this game. Maybe y'all might not get to see this one. There it is, okay. So the concept of this game is that you are traveling to different areas and they have different languages. that are written. I mean, obviously there's an audio associated with it, but it's not like a verbal language. And you are given images that represent, like, you're given the text and you have to figure out what the words mean so that you can communicate with people. So the ones that are in white are ones that I've correctly guessed. The ones that are italicized are ones that I'm not totally certain about and haven't gotten to lock in necessarily. But you can see, like, lock, open. So, like, this one was open. I got that. Yeah, I'm in the shitty rich people neighborhood level. So, all right. Oh, yeah, it does seem stuck. Hold on. So I couldn't get it to work. Yeah, it's just on one frame. Okay, there it goes. It's just being a little fussy. Okay. So, you can talk to people. Let me try this for a third time. The bold ones are symbols that I've correctly guessed the meaning of. So, example, open. This is what this means, and this is the text for it, basically. And you're trying to basically figure this out. What I'm trying to do right now is I have access to what I think is a temple. And you can see when I talk to her, I have it hypothetically filled in as temple, but I'm not positive what it is. So I've gotten access to it, but I don't know how to navigate it. And I found the directions to navigate them, but I don't understand the directions because I don't speak the language. Let me see. So yeah, so I've got the directions, but I don't know how to implement them because I don't have the rest of the words. So actually, I'm trying to think about a way to make this interesting. Yeah, see, there are these texts. Oh, actually, you know what? So this is probably a compass. Okay. So the directions I was given, I was assuming it was like left, right, straight, forward, but it's probably north, south, east, west. And so I bet this one is west. Let me figure out this one. Okay. And so this is probably trying to give me the directions. That's not actually super helpful because I don't know, it's broken, so I can't tell which way it's pointing. So that's this one. I'm gonna put down a temporary marker. This is a good game. I don't think it's going to be on my Game of the Year list. I do think it's fun to play, and so I would recommend it as a game, but the portions of the games that are like this puzzle-solving stuff, I wish the game were more of that and less like exploration, like stealthing stuff. This level hasn't had any stealthing. The last level had a lot of stealthing, and I didn't like it, because I'm not wild about stealthing, and I don't think the stealthing was implemented well. Alright, what could this little squiggly be? I mean, if it's down, if this is north and this is down here, it's probably east. Yeah, the second level of this game, yeah, did not think this game would have that. Yeah, it was a surprise. I wasn't wild about it. Okay, so if those are correct, then this one is probably south. Which one is that though? This one. Yes, old stinker, I'm with you. Like, I wanted it to be just this. I just wanted to walk around and talk to people and figure out what they were saying. And so the fact that there was any amount of stealthing, I was like, please not. Please don't make me.
Uh-huh.
Let's try these directions. Okay. Yeah, old stinker. This is one of my main complaints. I'm curious to get to the end of the game and see how it implements, but like hypothetically this game is about learning how to communicate, but you basically don't communicate with any of the people. Like, you figure out how to decipher the puzzles and then you leave. And in the first section, I thought there was a section where I thought my quest was one thing on the first level. I thought my quest was one thing. And then it turns out that was not my quest at all. And I thought the quest was like to find the old dude and then like go back and tell the other people what happened to him, but that was unrelated. Like, everybody was like, oh, what happened to that guy? And you figure it out and you don't tell anyone, and that really bothered me because it's like, this is a game about talking and learning how to communicate, and you're just like not gonna tell anyone. That really puzzled me as like a strategy for the game. Because it's like, I mean, we were talking about cards as UI. This game makes language a part of the UI, but it skips entirely. The game is still, okay. It entirely skips any of the reasons one would actually have language or have communication, which is to communicate information. I don't know. It was just one of those things where I was like, that's perplexing to me. Okay. So, we found the saw. So the first time I came in here, I came in from here and I went left. And then that's why I thought this was left, but now I think it is west. So I think I'm supposed to go back the way I came, if we're assuming north, south, east, west. Let's try it. Nope, that was nothing. Is it west from the direction I'm at? Which would be this way? Okay, that worked. So this is a harp. A musical instrument go north, so that would be this way. I've got some fancy ice cream. I just remembered. I'm gonna have that after the stream. All right, find fire, go south. Wait, it's from where I entered, I think? Okay. I fucked up. Is it from my directionality? Oh, I bet I get... Well, hold on. Did I get my north and south mixed up? No, I must not have. Okay. I can't figure out... I guess it must be based on what direction I'm at. I just figured this out and then I immediately forgot which direction it was. Okay. I have not been doing the warp point puzzles because I haven't had the stuff to finish any of them, and I keep meaning to go back and do them, but then I'm like, that's gilding the lily right now. Okay. Hobbs. Okay, so I'm supposed to go west. All right, and now I'm supposed to go north from where I'm at. So I think that should be this way. Right? Okay. Well, fuck me. Okay. It's a saw, so I'm supposed to go west. No, okay. So it's a persistent compass. Well, which is it? Okay, so if the compass is based on where I'm at, if I'm holding it, but that's not really how compasses work. If it's north, south, east, west, I'm supposed to go this way. Well, okay, but if it's the direction I'm entering from, it would be north, south, east, west? No, north, south, east, west. Well, I don't know. I'm so angry right now because I thought I had it. I forgot something very important. What am I forgetting? What have I fucked up? Yeah, I want a hint. Give me a hint. I want to go Johnwards. Thank you, Mechtel. I'll just go Johnwards. There's a place I need to go first. There's something that... Oh, do I need like an actual compass? All right. Fine. Is there an actual compass I'm supposed to find? Okay. All right, let me remember how to get back to the sewers. I went there, I got there from like the gaming area. This is the other thing, is that like there's no map and it's extraordinarily easy to get lost because there's just so much going around. And hilariously, you can't really ask for directions. Okay. I don't think it was over there. I think it was down here. No, I'm lost again because that's just going to take us back where we were. Is it over this way? I switched to the game we're playing, right? Yeah. It should be Chants of Sennaar. There we go. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I mean, if we're talking about difficult to navigate areas. Okay, so this is where I just came from. This is the theater. The theater question mark. Because I thought the icon that they were serving me was for gaming. Because you get it by playing video game. A video game in the game. Have I pulled this lever? I think I did. I think I opened the door with that. Yeah, this way gambling. I guess... Yeah, it's the piss sewer for sure. This way pit. So that's... I know pit is not the right word, but that's like the first area of this section. I just like... This is the other thing is like, yeah, I bet there's a compass down here. But I don't know... I don't know where. And it's like, I guess I guess I'm just supposed to wander around until I find it? Well, there's a door I don't have unlocked. I wish I had that. Yeah, it is just piss, right? This is what everyone's drinking, though, so... It's piss going in and it's piss going out, maybe. They're all just dehydrated. I mean, this is what they're drinking, but it is also in the sewers. So you tell me. Alright, so I was already here. And I saw their cool propaganda posters. The lower class people here want to be free. If I were the gods and I could decide what color ambrosia was, it fucking would not be weak piss yellow. Okay, so it's not in the windmill. Let's try going to the temple. I mean, it's beautiful. Nicholas, we all agree that the weak piss yellow is beautiful. But it's because of the context that the color is in. It has a regrettable piss connotation. Alright, temple, pit, windmill. Let's try the temple. I'm just like a person. Okay, well, that was useless. Alright, let's try the pit, I guess. That's locked. Those are locked. It's just like, if I'm playing a game, a linguistics game, what I don't want to do is just kind of wander around in the piss sewers trying to find a compass. That's where I'm at with this game. Prosecco. Well, Prosecco's pretty solid. Okay, temple. I think I just did a loop. Lava hot, that's actually very encouraging. Because this has not been my least favorite part so far. Least favorite part was the stealthing in the second level. Especially the big room in the second level where you're trying to stealth from guards and stuff, and it's just like you have no visibility, and it's just like I think even this is just where I was before. All right, so that's Chants of Sennaar. I just can't with that anymore, for real. Let's play Nour. Nour is a healing game that will make my brain feel better. I'm gonna finish Chants of Sennaar. I am gonna finish it 100%. I just don't want to fuck around, like, because this is the optimum podcast game, because there's most of it, a lot of it, you're just kind of wandering around. Like, it is an optimum game to play while I am watching something else, so I don't want to play it on stream. Let's get funky. Y'all want to get funky with it? I'm ready to get funky with it. I love this game. I'm going to try to reach out to the dev/devs question mark. I don't know how many people were involved in this. I'm going to reach out to them and see if I can interview them. That's literally how you play it. Yeah, that's the way. That is the way to play that game. So, something that you can easily pause so that when you need to focus on the word stuff, you can. All right. So this game's fucking weird. That's what I have to tell you about it so far. And to clarify, this is what I think I'm gonna do a video essay on it, and the video essay is gonna be, this is my thesis, is when I'm talking about our game's art, these are the kinds of games I'm talking about. So this is called Nour, Play With Your Food. And it's just like a food fuck around simulator. Hobbs, yes, this game is what would happen if Salvador Dali learned to code. Yes. Let me think about, we played some of this on stream.
Yeah.
Adding ingredients to ramen may have adverse effects. So this game has some rhythm game elements. Controlling the chopsticks. Oh no! Soy sauce! Well, that's a shame. Let me see if I can remember how to use my spells. Whoops. Ooh. I think this would be better. This one would probably be better with the controller. Ah, shift, okay. I made Paul of Burn Cookbook Party play this when I was at PAX West. And I could see it actively altering his brain chemistry. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it! Look at what I've done! Yeah! I witnessed the jellyfish successfully steal a piece of my meal. I just got a pop-up achievement for that. How do I cast? Okay. Spell menu, cast spell, okay. I want to see what Constellation does. Or is this Constellation? Let's see what Adelia does. Oh, that must have been Adelia. Okay. They're bouncing so beautifully with the beat. Obsessed. Let's go to another level. This is the game. This game is... Oh my god, what have I done? Grant me my food wish. I will give you a color to match a food memory of yours. Grant the food wish. Yellow complements its color. Try feeding it some corn. Wish granted. Everything the jellyfish steals, it steals for you. Open the jellyfish's palette and select a color that makes you hungry. Hold shift and hold space and select a food. I mean, let's select this beautiful marbled beef. That food can now be used on any level. I've done it! It's no secret that jellyfish love music and hate noodles. Playing some might encourage it to visit you and grant more wishes. Meat shower, everyone! Yes! Jellyfish! I love you, jellyfish. I'm so happy that I made you happy. This, more than any game since I first played it, makes me think of a Katamari Damacy. Cause like, the experience of playing Katamari Damacy the first time is like, what the fuck is happening? What are we doing? What is this? Why am I getting yelled at? But there's just something about this. Yes, okay, I'm glad that you're getting that vibe too, Long Tone. There's just something about this that is just like... It feels kind of auteur-ish, where there's like... Somebody's voice is coming through so strong and so beautifully in this level. And I'm so delighted. Yeah, Watam, pretty much anything by that dude has that vibe. Nobu boy. But there's just something like so beautiful and just straightforward. I don't know how to describe this game. I do recommend it though. Soda Dreams, a bubbly sleep. We're gonna make a beautiful drink. Oh! There's violets! Isn't this beautiful? How do I get the meat in here? How do I summon my meat? No savory soda? What if maybe a tender soda? Oh, it might not let me do it. I don't know what I'm doing. made it a beautiful rainbow. Yes! Check out my fucking soda! Oh, everything in it is getting burnt. How do I? Oh, see, it's all disappearing. Because it was nasty. Ooh, rosemary, everyone. Beautiful. Drink up. Drink up, chat. Oh god, oh god. Okay, it's too close. What can we do this? What can we do to this? I don't know if it's doing anything. Obsessed with this game. I love this game. It's so fucking weird. It's just nice to just kind of play, you know? I remember when we were playing the demo, we had a good conversation about games versus toys. Mix an egg with a drop of ethereal elixir, then divide the mixture into 2. Okay. You heard it. If I put enough eggs in here, one of them will make it. I think. Right? Probably. Hey! I did it! I did it! I won the game! Whoa! Alright, what's everybody want on their breakfast sandwich? But look at the eggs getting so well cooked. You can have eggs or bacon. I think that's... Oh, or corn. Or... chai su. Oh! Who wants octopus? Yes. Yes. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no! Everybody wanted their eggs well done, right? Oh, what are you taking? You taking an egg? It took an egg! Blue egg! Let's get the fire out of here. It's dangerous. This has gotten a little dangerous. Alright, some stuff is still on fire. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Just want to get a perfect egg shot. There, that was it. Okay. Egg smash. Some of these eggs are very resilient. And some of the corn multiplies when you hit it. Alright, let's go see what the jellyfish has for us. Oh, no visit from our jellyfish friend? If a pancake is feeling down and you're not, that's not a fault of the pancake. You kind of got me there. Okay, let's see. We got our coffee. Oh, making a mess already. Let's go ahead and just get a pancake or two. There we go. And then maybe a pat of butter. Oh, of course. Got some orange slices on the side. Oh, some bacon. Love that. Oh, well, that pat of butter went right into our milk, which is not ideal. But I don't remember what button lets me move where things drop. Let's see. Move camera. Yeah, I don't remember what button. Oh, what do you do? Oh no, it's a sugar cube. Okay, that can go in the coffee. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Look at that iconic pat of butter. Oh no, it's melting. Oh no. Oh, it melted. All right, got an egg. Well, where'd that pat of butter go? It was such a perfect little pat of butter. And now I've lost. Ooh, hash brown. There it goes. Okay. All right, look at that beautiful. Oh, look at that perfect. Perfect. I mean, it looks like a bun with one slice of cheese. Can we get an egg in there? Hold on, where's the bottom bun? Okay, bottom bun. Oh, almost perfect. Yeah, Mechtel, I'm also getting very hungry. So we're gonna stop the stream soon so I can go eat 2 pancakes, 8 slices of toast, 4 tops and bottoms of loaves. there you go. Perfect burger. Oh, almost a perfect burger. Oh no, all the sugar packets got everywhere. I already put 12 sugars in my coffee, so I'm good to go. You're right, we did forget a hash brown in that. That's so true. Okay. Let's do one on the bottom. All right, and then the patty. Well, okay, the cheese, then the patty, and another cheese, another patty, another cheese. And then I think hash brown was over here. Well, that's just butter. That's toast. I don't know where the hash browns went. Oh, there it is. Oh, we'll have it sunny. We'll have it's like when you get a breakfast burger, it has an egg on it. That's what we're making. All right, and we'll put that all together and top it off. There it goes. Beautiful. This is the diner from Sandman, and this is what caused that all to happen. I am a benevolent god. Everybody eats. Everybody eats, but you have to eat the things I am making for you. Inedible toast can be used to distract others from eating regular toast. Okay. Well, I just don't think that's going to toast very well. Oh my god. I got an achievement for that because I exploded all the toasters. The game said, that's a good thing you did there, Jenna. It was explode all the toasters. Jellyfish friend, do you have a bunch of smaller jellyfish friends? A single meat drops from the heavens. As it should be. The angel said, be not afraid, and dropped one single meat. Liz, thank you for the resubscribe. That might be the only toast quote I have. The toast doesn't come up a lot on the stream. Jellyfish, are you pleased? Jellyfish, are you pleased by my offerings? Green tea, Pikachu, I'm so nervous. Hey chat, do you know what you need to turn bread into a toast orchestra? Is the question on offer. Where'd that other one go? Green Pikachu concludes with a good conductor. And Magdal adds, and then they can jam. Look at the little one, look at the little baby ones. Oh god, what have I done? Oh god, what have I done? I was just trying to cast a spell. Did I break the game? Aubrey inside the jellyfish? Oh my god, we're in a fucking music video. I am no longer in control of the camera. I don't know how to stop this anymore. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. It's 9:30. I have to stop. I want to keep going because this is all I want to do with my life for the rest of my life. But I understand that I have to do other things like eat because this made me very hungry. Oh my god, I came back to Jellyfish Land. I can't stay jellyfish. I have to go. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm excited about Boba Land. Anyway, this is Nour. I'm obsessed with this game. I love it. It's probably going to be on my Game of the Year list. I think it has to be. There's just nothing else like it. And I'm obsessed with it. But thank you for helping me be able to deduct all of these games on my taxes by playing them on stream. I hope you are all well. I'll be back Sunday for a normal stream. Is there anybody streaming right now that we can... nobody I'm super excited about streaming for. We'll just say goodbye. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you Sunday for a normal stream. I don't know what that stream will be. Some kind of game. I don't know what game. We'll see. Bye.